Compiled and presented by Flixada. In this video, we are going to talk about Tata Motors Limited. Tata Motors Limited is an Indian multinational automotive manufacturing company. Its products include passenger cars, trucks, vans, coaches, buses, sports cars, construction equipment and military vehicles. Tata Motors Limited has a market capitalization of 783.824 billion at the time of making this video. Its stock price made an all-time high of Rs 598 on the 27th of January 2015. In past 5 years, the stock price made a low of Rs 65 on the 3rd of April 2020. This stock gave compounded annual growth of 12% over past 1 year, -20% over past 3 years, and -9% over past 5 years. In past 12 months, Tata Motors Limited had a revenue of Rs 3 trillion and a gross profit of Rs 11 billion. As compared to previous fiscal year, in the past 12 months, it has seen a revenue decline of 0.0%. On the 31st of March 2020, Tata Motors Limited reported a total revenue of Rs 3 trillion and has seen a revenue decline of -13.3% from the previous year. The company reported an EBITDA of Rs 171 billion. Now let us look at some key financial ratios to gauge how good or bad this stock is. Its beta value, which is a measure of volatility of stock, is 2.12. This means the stock moves with more volatility than the market. High beta stocks are supposed to be riskier but provide higher return potential. Low beta stocks pose less risk but also lower returns. The price to earnings ratio information is not available for this stock. The price to earnings ratio indicates whether the stock is undervalued or overvalued. Now, we will compare some key financial ratios with the top 500 NSE stocks. For this purpose, we divide the distribution of these key indicators into 4 parts or quartiles. Quartile region is obtained by dividing all the stocks in 4 parts, so that each part contains same number of stocks. As compared to top 500 stocks in NSE, Tata Motors Limited has its beta value in the 4th quartile. This means the stock exhibits very high volatility. Tata Motors Limited has earnings per share of -34.88, which is higher than 2% of top 500 NSE stocks. The earnings per share value is bad. Earnings per share is a company's net profit divided by the number of outstanding shares. This is a widely used metric to estimate corporate value. The diluted EPS, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. The price to earnings ratio information is not available for this stock. A high price to earnings ratio may also mean that investors are expecting high growth rates in the future. Price to earnings ratio measures its current share price relative to its per share earnings. The trailing 12-month price to earnings ratio, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. Tata Motors Limited has price to book value ratio of 1.05, which is higher than 17% of top 500 NSE stocks. The price to book value ratio is in the 1st quartile. This means the stock may be underrated. The price to book ratio compares a company's market value to its book value. Book value is net assets of the company. This ratio should be looked at in conjunction with return on equity ratio. A low return on equity combined with high price to book ratio means stock is overvalued. The price to book value ratio from the most recent quarter, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. Tata Motors Limited has return on equity value of -32.14%, which is higher than 3% of top 500 NSE stocks. The return on equity for this stock is in the 1st quartile, which is bad. The return on equity is calculated by taking company's net earnings after taxes, subtracting preferred dividends, and dividing by the total equity. The return on equity in the trailing 12 months, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. Tata Motors Limited has debt-to-equity ratio of 221.71, which is higher than 77% of top 500 NSE stocks. A debt-to-equity ratio is company's total liabilities divided by shareholders' equity, and lower value of this ratio is preferred. The debt-to-equity ratio for this stock is in the fourth quartile, which is bad. This ratio is a measure of the degree to which a company is financing its operations through debt versus wholly owned funds. A higher value of this ratio tends to indicate higher risk to the investors. The debt-to-equity ratio from the most recent quarter, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. Tata Motors Limited has operating cash flow of 193 billion in the past 12 months, which is higher than 91% of top 500 NSE stocks. The operating cash flow for this stock is in the fourth quartile, which is very good. The operating cash flow in past 12 months, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. Tata Motors Limited has levered free cash flow of -89 billion in the past 12 months, which is higher than 1% of top 500 NSE stocks. The operating cash flow for this stock is in the first quartile, which is bad. The operating cash flow in past 12 months, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. Tata Motors Limited has no dividend payout. The dividend payout ratio provides an indication of how much money a company is returning to shareholders versus how much it is keeping on hand to reinvest in growth, pay off debt, or add to cash reserves. The dividend payout ratio, compared to similar companies from the same sector, is now shown on the screen. Titan Company Limited has shown year-on-year increase in stockholders' equity by 9.9% in year 2020. This stock showed year-on-year increase in stockholders' equity by 19.3% in year 2019. This stock showed year-on-year increase in stockholders' equity by 20.3% in year 2018. The company reported an EBITDA of Rs 171 billion in year 2020, which is 674% more than the EBITDA from the previous year. The information on earnings per share of this stock is not available. Tata Motors Limited has shown year-on-year increase in stockholders' equity by 6.7% in year 2020. This stock showed year-on-year decrease in stockholders' equity by -39.2% in year 2019. This stock showed year-on-year increase in stockholders' equity by 70.1% in year 2018. Tata Motors Limited has free cash flow of Rs -882 million in the past 12 months. The free cash flow for the year 2020 was Rs -31 billion. Here you can see statistics related to number of shares. Tata Motors Limited is at position 47th in terms of market capitalization among the Nifty 50 stocks. Tata Motors Limited is at position 5th in terms of annual revenue among the Nifty 50 stocks. Tata Motors Limited is at position 47th in terms of free cash flow among the Nifty 50 stocks. Here, we presented a very simplified assessment of fundamental indicators. We categorized the performance on each indicator by comparing it with top 500 NSE stocks. On your side, go thoroughly through the financial data before deciding on investing in this stock. Thanks for watching. Hope you hit the like button on this video and share it with your friends. And do not forget to subscribe this channel.